tradition here of Showtime or Show Choir in this community. So I think this is a great celebration. We're glad you're all here. We're going to have all kinds of jokes throughout the night, all kinds of fun stuff to add. But we got a group of kids. We got one guy that wants to hear the jokes. I like it. Thanks, Tom. All right, so we got a group of kids ready to perform. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. This group this year performed in 5 different competitions. They won grand champions 4 times out of those 5 competitions. And one time they did it, they placed 3rd, and I don't know, those judges didn't know what they were talking about, right? They also won Best Vocals 3 times and the Best Choreography once, so that's a pretty fabulous season, I believe. So this group was called the Dynamics, and they are made up of 48 singers and dancers this year who look forward to competing in, or did compete in, Sauk Prairie, Bettendorf, Manteno, John Hersey, and Wheaton Warrenville South. And they also hosted their 16th annual EPG Showdown. In 2025, the Dynamics were named grand champions at Manteno and Crete-Monee. The Dynamics are supported by a combo called Backbeat that consists of 10 instrumentalists that are directed by Emma, and always Miss W. I'm sorry, Emma. Miss W. She tells me every show, and I screwed up. So, directed by Miss W. The Dynamics are... I'll get it for the next one, Emma. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You're all back there ready to perform. I'm screwing it up for you. The Dynamics are choreographed by Michael Talamonte and Sarah Moore and directed by John Schaefer with assistant director Kathy Falk. Does anybody know what time it is? It's showtime!
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready to go. for the Dynamics. We had an exceptional year. These guys, I've told them all season, this is gonna sound very harsh, but I'm always a very honest person. I said, we're just gonna have fun this year, guys. Because I didn't know really what they had, and I was kind of a doubter, and they totally, what'd I tell you? You took my expectations from here, and you like just blew them off the face of the earth. Great job. Super proud of you. Super proud of you. We're going to acknowledge some of the dance captains, all of the dance captains. The first dance captain this year is Liam Krug. The next one is Cassidy Kerfit. Next one is Sadie Betts. And last but not least, Lincoln Brucker. Definitely looking forward to having those guys carry on for sure. All right, we give a couple other awards. First of all, the outstanding male of the group this year. Difficult because there's lots of really awesome performers and singers in this group. Lincoln Brucker. This next one is the Horizon Award, which is the up-and-coming person that I foresee as being stars in the future, and that is a sixth grader that won Best Performer, and that's Elliot Noah. Next one goes to the outstanding female of the group. This person works incredibly hard, always has a face going, and dynamite performer, and that is Avery Eskridge. And finally, the most dedicated, oh, we got two more. The most dedicated individual this year, without a doubt, this guy's like always ready to work, Liam Krug. All right, and finally, the most improved singer-dancer. She came on a little late. She joined as a seventh grader, and I've seen so much growth in her confidence and performance, persona, all around. Great job, Harper Hall. Quite confident my assistant director, Kathy Falk, is not going to come out on stage, but she does an awesome job. Everything that I forget to do, which is a lot of stuff, Kathy picks up the scraps, and I didn't even leave her behind on a competition trip this year. Alright, excellent job. If we catch these guys one more time on Sunday, be here or be square. Alright. Very proud of you. We'll see you next year. All right. We can close the curtain and we'll be ready to go with our next act.
All right, so throughout the evening or throughout the whole weekend, we're going to have several alumni visiting, and we always do solos throughout this show. So we've got a lot of activities where we've got siblings or friends or family members or whatever that we're going to have. So the first one of those we have tonight is alumni Tiffany Roberts with her daughter Alana Roberts singing Silver and Gold by Dolly Parton. So I gotta admit, that's not the silver and gold that I was expecting. Does anybody, when you hear silver and gold, who do you expect to hear singing it? Anybody think Yukon Cornelius? I was asking them backstage, I'm like, it says Dolly Parton. I thought Yukon Cornelius sang that. They didn't know who I was talking about. So if you're under about 45, you probably don't have any idea. John, do you know who Yukon Cornelius is? He knows who Yukon Cornelius is. All right. I need to grow a mustache like that guy. Yeah, John says he's 45, so he knows. But 44, you don't understand. All right, they're getting some stuff ready. I got a geography question for you guys. Here comes Tom, right? We're going to get the day started off right. Do you know that New York is considered the opposite of Minnesota? Do you know why? Because New York is home to the Big Apple, but Minnesota is where the mini apple is. You guys about ready? Let's get right. Okay. All right. All we need, okay, a little bit of time there. All right, coming up next is a recent alumni singing Lost by Michael Bublé, Pearson Romersberger.
Can't believe it's over.
I just about got ran over by girls in high heels. So I'm a little scared right now. It's dark and there's just a lot of clipping and they're running over me. So anyway, speaking of getting run over, and we talked about age, the last thing. As I get older, I get a little bit less hair. Some people like to remind me of that, and I really appreciate that. But what do you call it if you see a line of rabbits walking backwards? A receding hairline. There you go. All right. Where's the combo of our drums? All right. Next group, the ladies are back there getting ready. We'll go through some stats. So they made finals twice this year, which I think is pretty good. Not all competitions do they go to are they even eligible to perform in finals, and so they were able to make finals twice this year. And if I can understand my notes right, in finals they placed 4th once and 5th once, and there's usually 6 people in finals, and they're going against mixed groups. So as a all ladies or single clef or treble, I don't know, different contests use different terms. That's pretty impressive that we're able to compete at that level. So it's pretty awesome of that. Yes. They won grand champions in their division 4 times. That's pretty good. Out of 6 shows, the other 2 shows they placed 2nd, so that's only 1 step below, and 5th. So it's a pretty good run for the ladies this year. They also, throughout the various events, won Best Stage Crew, they won Best Vocals, they won Best Combo, and they won Best Choreo, so that choreography. So that's a pretty good run that I think they had this year. And I don't hear any more clipping of high heels, so I assume that means that they're all ready, just in time. All right. This year's High Fidelity is made up of 36 ladies from El Paso Gridley School student body of only 360. High Fidelity set includes Move Out of the Way, Trouble, Bad Thoughts, You Do You, I'm Doing Me, and Phoenix. The High Five ladies performed at Toma, Sauk Prairie, Bettendorf, Mantino, John Hersey, and Wheaton Warrenville South. They also played host of the 16th annual EPG Showdown. High Fidelity is accompanied by a combo of 12 instrumentalists known as Backbeat and uses a stage crew of 6. The combo is directed by M.L. Warrenga. All right, I'm learning. High Five is choreographed by Sarah Moore. Michael Talamonte is under the direction of John Schaefer. Please welcome to the stage, High Fidelity.
Move out
He's getting, there we go. We got anybody out there that came here tonight to be able to participate in Farmer Tan? Yeah, all right. We've got a short video and then Farmer Tan, so if you're going to participate in Farmer Tan, make your way backstage. Hopefully you know how to do that. I don't know, I went out that door and I went through the door that says do not enter, emergency exit, and it'll bring you right, it'll bring you right back here, right? So if you're going to be participating in Farmer Tan, come backstage so we can get you ready. But prior to that, we've got a short video that was made by Taylor Barnard and Paige Hale. And this is an interview with Maryland Music, who I think we would say is basically the beginning of all of this, as I understand. I was not around, but yeah, let's give her a round of applause. So for those of you like me who only know some of the stories, we're hopefully going to get to hear a lot more of those stories and know more about this. So please stay tuned. Just a minute, we'll have a video. Okay, alrighty. Perfect. So, I'm going to say if you want to change it up, I'm good. I was making sure I didn't read it wrong. Alright, so we're doing the video? Okay, I'll get out of the way. We'll watch the video.
I had two boys that I sent to summer camp, Keith Henry and Bill Ficken, and they were just at a choir camp. And the choir camp director was Bob Hills, and he says, if you stay one more week, we want to start a show choir camp, and we'll give you free tuition. So they stayed, and then I went to watch. And they came up to me afterwards and said, we have to do this. And so that's how it started. We started the year doing a simple song and simple words.
Do you remember what song?
We've got to get it together.
And that would have been 1976.
Right.
And you then were at El Paso for
33 years.
when the boys came back with all the excitement. What was it? Just
Yeah,
that?
it was just that. It was their enthusiasm, and then they talked to the girls, and they said, yeah, we're going to do this. And so we just got a group together, and we sang at the Elms for a principals or administrator conference from this area, and they were amazed that we could move and sing. And from that point on, the superintendent at the time said, well, you've got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So we did.
I think the first Showtime was 1991, and it was created so we would have enough money to fly those kids to Florida. In Centennial Gym, it was real hard sell. I went before the parents group, and there's like, nobody will pay $12.50 for a ticket. You know, like I said, the first one was on a Friday night. Gym was booked, but we'd get this Friday night, but not until 8th period because there was PE. Our dads were ready, and we went in at 3 o'clock and we served dinner to 200 people at 6. It was catered. Tim Keller, he catered for several years. We served a primary dinner that he charged $6 a plate for. The moms made the dessert. That first year we rented china, crystal, silverware. It was a couple years before the moms were saying, well, we need more tickets, we can't put any more people in here, so they said, we'll make dessert and we'll do Sunday. And they started the Sunday afternoon.
And multiple, like several options of desserts, right?
Usually 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know, and the kids would take dessert trays out, and you could see it and pick it. And, you know, the kids serve, but then they say, just a minute, I'll be right back. And they would go on stage and do their solo ensemble.
And now we're at the BCPA because as things have evolved, there's more and more demand on parents to help with volunteer for this, volunteer for that. So we wanted to gift them theaters of performance. You just sit and you just watch your kids. So it's cool to see the evolution of that. Like, this is to raise money for the kids, and now we have some other fundraisers to take the place of that.
I enjoyed watching the students gain confidence and build on their musicianship and their love of music.
It was just such a great experience for the kids. Just the friendships with other schools. They all talk about friends that they made, and it's one of those things where you have downtimes and you have time to talk to everybody around. And I always loved when the competition was over in the afternoon, the gym would come alive. They would sing and they would dance and they would chant back and forth. And I mean, it just was, all my kids really, really cherished being part of it.
I think it was because of the kids and the parents and the support staff.
Sounds like they said yes, though. They
Want to
just
say
wanted
yes? We had choreographers that came in, Connie Mulligan, and another was Mike Weaver, another was Sue Ventura Johnson, who was from Pekin. And then, of course, the staff at El Paso, Don Parkhouse, Jim Miller, Carol Stiles, Linda Hickman,
Dennis Mays.
Dennis Mays.
We wouldn't have Showtime without him.
And then I have Bob Fleming and Mike Cunningham.
Because we didn't have trailers. We didn't have anything, but Bob happened to have one of his own.
And then Kurt Graham would come and take a picture for us, so we had something to put on the programs. Fences, and we were going to do this song. It was just, the kids really liked it. It was a fun song, just saying that they loved doing the choreography with fences. And
Do you remember who did the choreography for
I think
that?
that was Sue Ventura Johnson. That was that was probably one of the first props we ever used.
Yeah, so fence posts and cactus.
Yeah, and those cactuses fit together,
Oh, yeah.
so they stand out.
Sorry about that, y'all. That's cool, isn't it? A little backstory. I'm not sure if Kim said this or not, but Taylor Barnard and Paige Hale did a great job of putting that together. So, round of applause for them. All right, we're going to welcome back some alums and some current students. Come on out, guys. Let's see what alums we got. Come on out. Come on out. No, like this way. Come on out. Come on out. He's all over. I think the naked magician was here last night. I didn't know they were here today. All right. And you think I'm joking? All right. Who are the alums? Who are the alums? I see some lurking. This is Pearson Romersberger, back to the stage. Lauren Schaefer, back to the stage. Ben Webster, back to the stage. All the way from Colorado, Hunter Henderson, and Miss Faith Bosler. All right, let's do it. Here's Palmerton.
intermission. So we have a 10-minute intermission scheduled. So men's restrooms are out to that way. The women's restrooms are out to that way. Be back in 10 minutes. We're going to kick off the next half of the show with another video.
My earliest memories of swing choir and modulations started the summer before our sophomore year in high school, which was 1975 to 1976. This was the first year swing choir existed. The Music Boosters gave scholarships to Bill Thicken, a year older than us, and to Keith Henry, Lord Furrow, and me to attend swing choir camp at Western Illinois University in Macomb. We were all put into different groups and learned songs and choreography to bring back home and teach our swing choir. Mrs. Music was also there for that first camp and videotaped our routines. The song I remember teaching the first modulations group was Ticket to Ride, which included moves like the bus stop. It was so much fun to go to camp. Some of my fondest memories of high school revolve around swing choir and our performances.
Our first swing choir outfits were purchased at the Casual Corner in the Brass Buckle, which later became the Buckle at Eastland Mall. They were blue corduroy pants that started out darker at the top and lighter as it got to the bottom. The tops were navy blue, long-sleeve knit with studs and string art that made images of antique cars and antique airplanes. Penny Bushard and I, along with Marilyn, picked them out.
In the late 70s, we were called swing choir. We got better year by year, and by 1978, we were hitting our stride. Sometime later, they were called show choir. Mrs. Music holds a special place in the hearts of swing choir members. She was always available, had an enormous amount of patience, always gave a lot of her time, and was certainly very talented. During summer break, Mrs. Music would invite us over to her house for a barbecue. There was always lots of laughing, singing, and some dance practice thrown in. In the big scheme of life, Mrs. Music is not really that much older than us. I remember calling Mr. and Mrs. Music Mom and Dad. They always took care of us. In 1977, the ladies got a new costume. Our costumes were made by seamstress extraordinaire Jerry Fever. The gals wore a navy blue jumpsuit with a striped long sleeve cowl neck knit sweater. Jumpsuits were big in the 70s, and the ladies were really fashionable. But when I say costumes, I mean one costume. We wore that same costume all year. Those polyester jumpsuits and long-sleeve cowl-neck sweaters were hot. Imagine that costume in a spring or a summer performance. But the ladies didn't complain. That's because we were just too busy having fun. A costume change came for the guys in 1978. One costume for the whole year, no costume change in between songs. The men wore a dark blue long-sleeve silky shirt with wide lapels. Their pants were polyester blue go-ons. The shirts had rhinestones or sequins on the shoulders. Please keep in mind that this was the age of disco. These new costumes caught the light on stage. Legacy family members coming out of those first few years in the late 70s include the family members of Pat Krug Rinkenschmeider, Jim and Joellen Skolick, Lori Furl Smitheram, Danny Fever, and Keith Henry.
In the first few years of show choir, we went from He's Got a Ticket to Ride to Travelin' Freedom's Road, followed by a ballad sang by Frank Sinatra in 1973 called You Will Be My Music. Who could have predicted Maryland Music's vision that putting together a group of teenagers singing and dancing would end up providing so much joy for its participants and the El Paso community for so many years to come. I am grateful to be able to see the show choir legacy continue for so many families, including my own nieces, nephews, and now their children.
Hit the right button. We watched the ladies in High Fidelity earlier, and for years and years, people have been talking about a thing called Guy Fidelity or Guy Fi. So we finally getting a chance to pull it off. So here you guys are for the world premiere of Guy Fidelity.
My name is Owen Miller, and I've had the pleasure of working with these guys for the last month and a half. This group has 31 singer-dancers from middle school and the high school, even guys that have never done show choir before at all. So it's been a super fun experience to have these guys be here and learn this show. Like you said, this is Guy Fi's first year in competition, and this year they brought home grand championships at each competition. They swept every single one. Won best choreo, best vocals at every single one. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, these guys are excited to bring you on the journey of a blue-collar man here tonight at Showtime. They'll be performing I Need a Dollar with soloist Cooper Romersberger, Blue Collar Man with soloist Braxton Romersberger, and the Boys Are Back with soloist Eli Kibler and Elijah Webster. Directed and choreographed by myself, please welcome to the stage, Guy Fi.
I need a job. I need a dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. I need a dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. I said I need a dollar, dollar, dollar is what I need. If I share with you my story, then you'll share your dollar with me. Bad times are coming and I reap what I don't sow. Hey, hey. So let me tell you something, all that glitter ain't gold. Hey, hey. It's
You start Monday.
All right, what do you think of that? We've been waiting a long time for that. Was it worth it? Yes. All right. So I want to reference these couple of videos we saw. So I thought it was pretty cool watching Marilyn's vision and some of the stuff that started Show Choir. Then that last video was put together by Julie Blair that kind of shows some of the early history of this. So we thank everybody that put those together. So I gotta ask Marilyn, when you were looking back to 1976, did you ever think you were going to see what you just saw? She says no. I don't know if it's good or bad. But I gotta explain a little bit more about this group. For those of you that may not know, you may have recognized a couple of people up there, but you may not have recognized very many of them. I think more the majority, the girls were telling me backstage, the majority of the guys up there are not in show choir. So even some junior high kids, and I'm going to say just a random group of people that I think their show choir buddies convinced them they ought to go try something like this. So they only practice 6 or 7 times, and not people with a dance background. I think they deserve another round of applause. My view from the side always looks a little bit different, but I thought they did pretty darn good, considering it's a group of guys that don't dance. So I thought that was all right. All right, so next up, I think Peyton Romersberger was on the list, but he is not here this evening. We're switching this up, and the combo is going to play a special feature. They're going to play Freebird by Leonard Skinner. Let's give one more round of applause to Backbeat! As I was listening and watching what I saw there, I was thinking and trying to do some math, which I'm not very good at, but I think this is the 13th showdown that I've been able to either watch or be a part of. And I think back to the size of combo, which I don't think we called Backbeat back then, and the size of the combo today. Anybody think it's gotten bigger? It's got to be at least 3 times the size of it was 10, 12 years ago, I think. So, and I want to give kudos to Emma Wernga, right? I got it. Did I get it twice in a row, right? I think it's been amazing to watch what she's done with that combo, and I think it's grown a lot under her leadership. So I'm proud to watch that growth happen as they support the whole program here. So we're moving back to, I don't know, we've got another group of alumni, 1 current student and 2 alumni that are going to sing. We have Hannah Kurz, Alyssa McKenzie, and Addison Benedict. If we got all their chords. Almost, okay. And they're going to sing What About Us by Pink. So just a moment and they'll be with you.
We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars. We are billions of beautiful hearts. And we sold us down the river too far.
we're getting ready for the next group, I want to go through a couple of thank yous. You know, about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, we had our Showdown event. And that's towards the end of February there. That's the invitational. So if you don't go to that, haven't been to that, haven't been a part of this kind of culture, you don't understand how crazy that weekend is. So I think we have probably, I'm a little biased, I'm going to say the best show choir event in Central Illinois. Those of you that have been there, we had people from students and schools from we had 27 groups perform from 21 schools across 4 different states. So you don't get that kind of people there if it's not one of the better shows to attend. So this community comes together and pulls off an amazing event. We had 1,524, if I found the right notes in the spreadsheet, paid fans through the door, and we had over 1,300 students. So think about it, if you've been to a basketball game at that school, I don't think you get 2,800 people at a basketball game. It gets a little bit crazy there. So that was an awesome thing. So I want to say thank you. It took over 200 different volunteer spots during those 2 days. So thank you to everyone that showed up and came out to that event and volunteered. Give yourself a round of applause. That event starts Thursday night and goes all day, goes late Thursday night, setting up, goes all day Friday, setting up, and into the wee hours or late night Friday, and then all day Saturday. And I think we had people there at 5:30 this year, and I think I rolled out of there almost 3 a.m. So not everybody stays there. I didn't get there at 5:30, that's for sure. But it makes for a pretty long day again, so thank you to everybody for that. We made almost $26,000 off of that event as a profit. So that is our biggest fundraiser. That definitely, is that a little ways away from the $12.50 a ticket at an event? So I think we've had some inflation over the years that we've had to account for there as well. But I think it's pretty amazing what happens there at that event. So next up, I hope they're ready. If not, we're going to wait on a little bit. Singing Homesick for Heaven by Phil Wickham is David Mason and Lincoln Ringer.
Yep, we're good, cool.
See my children run to your
What do you think of that? So this next act, we got a little bit of a rap sheet on these girls we got to talk about. I guess I'm proud to say that they were my neighbors, or were, before they moved to Nashville. So this next group is a Nashville recording artists, is that the word we should say there? And their latest single, called 3 Sheets to the Wind, premiered or made it up to number 29 on the top 100 Billboard country charts. That's pretty impressive, I would say. And they're signed up for later this year to open for Sawyer Brown in concert. Again, you got to be 45 or more to know who that is, but nonetheless, right? So that's pretty good. That's a big group to be able to work with. So all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, singing Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, and an original of theirs called Cowboy on the Run. Please welcome Kelly and Sarah.
For those of you wondering who's who, you just gotta know. I'm Kelly, and this is my twin sister, Sarah. We are singer-songwriters in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're always releasing new music. But we want to do one that we have not released yet. This one's called Cowboy on the Run, and it'll be released sometime this summer.
Yes, so this is the only place that you can hear this song. It's called Cowboy on the Run.
I love show choir because it's not the most legitimate art form in the world, but it's an opportunity for young people to trust each other, to work together, to be in a situation that's bigger than just making music together.
The show choir combo is so special to me just because I get to work with my band students on a much closer level.
I do show choir because I just love performing in general. It's always been a passion of mine.
When I was younger, I would watch show choir and I just thought it was so cool. And I always wanted to be like up there performing.
Performing is so much fun and sometimes nerve-wracking. You're dying at the end of a show. You're like, I gotta do this so that we can do the best that we possibly can.
Go stand next to somebody that you really feel like a connection with right now. Go stand next to somebody
You put in so much work over so many months, and then you get to go up there and perform and do something that you love.
Playing music by itself is fun, but then doing it in like a competitive style makes it even more.
I think it's very fun to just be up there and perform, but the competing part is what makes it like feel more special.
It's a totally different side of show choir now that I'm seeing. I've seen it as a spectator and as a student. Now I'm seeing it from the director aspect, and it's a completely different experience.
It's been something I've done my entire life.
I feel like show choir is something that's so outside of the normal extracurricular.
Music ensembles and maybe a small dance team, but nothing at this huge scale.
Show choir is the best thing ever, and it's really great that I had the opportunity to do it here.
I value the work ethic that I see from the kids, commitment that I see from the kids, dedication to each other. Before we finish it, listen, think about the word you're about to sing. Think about what those words do.
So if you love someone, you should let them know what the light that you left me.
So that was a video, as you saw, titled Why We Sing, that was put together by a show choir alumni, Sierra Hodel. She's going to college. I'm not going to try to know her major, but something in, doing stuff with cameras and computers and ads, I don't know, graphics, is that what I'd say? Anyway, so that was a project that she's working on as one of her classes, is she has to build a documentary. So I'm going to say that's the trailer, at least that's a very shortened version. And that was all filmed during the Mantino contest this year. So a little bit of behind the scenes of why they do what they do and kind of seeing how things happen during the day. So I want to go through a few thank yous before we get out of here. We got one more group, but show choir is more than just some great singers, great dancers, great combo, and great directors. It takes a community. I already referenced the amount of hours put into Showdown earlier this year. But what I would like to reference, and if we could get a few house lights so that the people could see, I want to ask anybody who in the last 50 years has helped with, I'll go through some items, I'd like you to stand up, and let's hold our applause till the end. If you have MC, we got at least one. Is there any more in the crowd? There we go. Anybody else? A couple up there, right? So we like to, and stay standing. We're going to keep everybody standing if you can. If you volunteered at Showdown, I probably should have saved that one to last. If you've helped decorate at any of our events, there might be some of that same group there. If you've baked desserts to bring to these events, which happened evidently 50 years ago, they were baking desserts for this event. Okay? If you've driven a bus to one of these competitions. Okay? How about chaperoned? Either at a lock-in, or at a contest, or at the retreat. If you've helped do hair or makeup. If you've helped sew or mend costumes. There'll be a few more people stand up there. And this one I don't even know about. A resale and Christmas cookies. That must be a ways back. If you helped with a part of that, I see some people saying yes. The chicken dinner. If you've helped at the chicken dinner, hand out information there. Have I missed anything? That's a large portion of this group, right? So look at the amount of people that it takes to support these kids, and I think all these people love doing it. If you love it as much as I do, I'm sure that's why you guys are all here. So give a big round of applause for everybody that helped make this success. Thank you. And I know these kids all appreciate it too. And then there's also a history book put together by Pat Rinkensmeyer and Teresa Gauger. So we want to say thank you to those two ladies. I haven't seen it. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's for sale. I probably should have gotten that info, but I know they made a history book. All right. So our last performance of the night is Modulations, and they're made up of 45 singers and dancers who are selected out of a student body of 360. This year's show consists of Top of the World, Everglow, Legend in the Making, We Are Legends, Higher, and Levels. The Modulations will travel to Toma, Sockbury, Bettendorf, Mantino, John Hersey, and Wheaton, Warrenville South. The Modulations are accompanied by a combo of 12 instrumentalists, the Backbeat, and work with a crew of 5. Backbeat is directed by Emma Werga. The Modulations are choreographed by Heath Guimar and under the direction of John Schaefer, with assistant directors Owen Miller and Kelsey Schliff. Please welcome to the stage, Modulations!
Shadow of the sea, when the day has
people come, you say people go. This particular time was extra special. And though you might be gone, and the world may not know, still I see you celestial. Like a lion you
like to announce their stats. The Caption Awards, they got a Best Vocals, they got Best Choreography 3 times, Best Band and Combo once. They placed Grand Champion once, a 2nd place, 2 third places, and a 4th and a 6th. So that's still a pretty good run for them for this year. So we'd like to say thank you very much for coming out tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back here again tomorrow night at 6:30. If you haven't played, you don't have tickets, you'll probably be able to buy some at the door. We'd love to see you there. And for those of you that caught me before the show and complained about the color of my suit, I'll have the purple suit tomorrow. So if you want to come back and see that, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. Thank you all very much. Have a good night and safe travels.